Aloha, beautiful ladies, and welcome to the Woman Unleashed online retreat. My name is Amber Aquile Malani Benici. I'm your retreat host. And let's just take a breath. And I just want to celebrate you being here, for you taking whatever needed to happen in order for you to come and be here right now. I know there's a lot, and I honor you for taking the time to nurture yourself, to align with yourself, to listen deeply. And that's some of what we're going to be doing today. We're going to go on a journey. I'm very excited. And I can't wait to introduce you to our session guide. But before we jump into doing that, I want to first get us present and let go of any distractions, anything that's been going on. So with me, if you want to just close your eyes and anything that's been going on before this moment, any lingering energy that you're holding on to, let's inhale in. Exhale and release. Now, if there's anything that your mind is pulling you towards, anything in the future, any worries or expectations, let's bring your energy back to this moment. Inhale in. Exhale and release. And our third and final breath, smelling this moment together. And release. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. So for our session today, make sure you have your journal, coloring goodies if you want to be taking some notes. Place that you're comfortably seated. As we are going to be diving in, let me introduce you to our session guide today, Susan Jenkins. Now, Susan, before we even got on, hit the record button, Susan and I were talking. I'm like, I'm so excited. This is like our first collaboration because we're in similar communities. We haven't got to hang out together. And it's now we have magic making is going to be happening, right? So Susan, she is a shamanic priestess, a healer, and a medicine dreamer. And she uses shamanic spirit and earth-centered practices to help people heal, empower themselves, transform their lives, and embody their soul vision. Okay, so I'm really excited because we're going to be talking especially about the earth and what's going on right now during the solstice time. This is like a PowerPoint that I love in our calendar, and so we're tuning into some of that, yeah. Susan actually opened to her unique gift of sight over 3 decades ago when she had a serious health crisis, and that just kind of launched her into, the space of, shamanic healing path. And so she then felt called, as a light worker to work with others. And so she journeys into the spirit realms for messages, inspiration, guidance, and from the earth, from animal guides, the elements, and the power of the 4 directions. And she often collaborates with beautiful, luminous beings for healing, transformation, positive shifts. And she works with people in her private and group programs, retreats, and day-long intensives. But today, she is here with us. So I'm really excited. Susan, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me on. I'm thrilled to be here, Amber. Yay. And with all of you in our virtual sacred creative circle. I love that. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. Make sure you have your journals next to you, because we'll be doing some shamanic journeying. And just like dreams, when we come out of a shamanic journey, it can feel very vivid and real and like we'd never forget it. And sometimes we want to just make sure we at least put down the threads of it so that we won't forget it, because sometimes they can drift off just like a dream can when we're pulling them in from our sleeping dream time. So I'm going to begin with a prayer and a drumming to honor the guides, and then I'll be doing a smudging and we'll go from there. So. So I want to say a prayer of the deepest gratitude to Great Spirit, Creator, Father Sky, the Sun, the moon, the stars, our Milky Way galaxy, particularly to the seven sisters, the Pleiades, and to all of the angelic light beings in the upper worlds, to all of our guides who've helped us come onto this earth plane, helped us with our soul agreements, are guiding us and helping us as we move on our human path. Thank you so much. And of course, to our dear Mother Earth, to the directions, to the elements, to all of the spirit animals who are gathered with us here today, all of the guides, the turtle, to the bird tribes. And of course, as always, to our ancestors, always honoring our own ancestors, for without who we would have no life at all here embodied. So thank you, our dear ancestors, and all of the beautiful ancient earth keepers who hold the space of the sacred. So with the voice of my drum, I send prayers from all of us. Oh. And so now I'm going to do a smudging and a calling in of the powers of the directions to bless all of us, to bless the space, the sacred circle, our time together, and also to honor this doorway of the solstice, whether you're in the southern hemisphere or the northern hemisphere. It's, we're in that doorway, that period of time between the directions, and it's a very powerful doorway. And so we'll be honoring that too. So, calling in the powers of the south, the place of heart, trust, the magical ways, the children, our inner children, the element water. We pray for your protection and your inspiration and your guidance and your blessing for this time together. And to the north, the place of the warriors, our inner warriors, the place where we find courage and strength on our path, learning to climb our sacred mountain and speak our truth, no matter what. Calling in the powers of the warriors, the element air, the north for protection, inspiration, and guidance today. And to the east, the place of pure spirit, of illumination, of new beginnings, the rising sun. We pray for protection, illumination, and the birthing of ourselves, the place of that creative rainbow warrioress, the birthing of ourselves into our fullness, into our light, into our most beautiful essence and being. We pray to you to help us invite, standing at the precipice of the unknown, invite our willingness to trust and soar into spirit. Thank you for all of your blessings today. And to the west, calling in power and protection, power, humility, introspection. So that we can let go of our egos, let go of our any parts of ourselves that we're willing to shed and release in our lives, so that we can become authentic, true, beautiful, humble, human beings, and to the sun and the moon and the stars, and to our dear, dear Mother Earth, and to all the blessings here on this altar. Oh. Okay, so feeling the earth beneath you, let's just take a breath and really just be present, as Amber was saying, just being embodied. Here we are, we have this incredible opportunity to be embodied beings and spirits embodied. And so being present, just making that connection with the floor beneath you or the cushion, noticing just the walls around you, just really taking in being present and here embodied, feeling the earth beneath you, whether you're on the 10th floor of a high-rise or if you're outside, we can always feel that deep connection with the earth and our roots into the earth. So just breathing in and out of your heart, landing here, deepening, rooting, feeling that beautiful apron, you could say, of roots deep into the earth, reaching tendrils towards her core. And just feel yourself settling, landing. And then when you inhale, just pull in the power and the love of the earth right up through your roots, up into the center of your body and back to your heart. And I'm going to share with you, as you're here rooted and present, the significance of this time, really talking about the power of this doorway that we're in right now with the winter solstice and the summer solstice. And how we pass through the doorways on the medicine wheel of our life is really important to, first of all, honor all the things that we have done, honor the tests, honor the initiations that we've gone through in the previous season. So for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, that it was the fall, and those of you who are in the summer solstice, you have just gone through the east. So really honoring that time, this previous season. And then we want to clear our energy field. It's like, just one second here. Like we do with our journals, getting out your fresh journals, clearing away, finishing up circles of energy is really important so that we end up complete and we're not leaking our energy as we move into the next season. And so, for those of us who are in the Northern Hemisphere, it is the winter solstice time. And so that is the northwest doorway, and it's called the door of sky. So that's where the cosmic intelligence comes down, comes streaming down to us from that door of sky. And those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, it's the door of earth. And whenever we're working with the medicine wheel, when we're working in one direction or one doorway, we're also working in the opposite. So it's an axis. It's a circle of energy. And so we are all in this energy together, whether we're passing through the door of sky or the door of earth. And so you might see it as like a cosmic snake of energy. So at the high point of the summer, at the very high point where you are right now, way up into the sky in the door of earth, this cosmic serpent of energy for the seasons, at that point it pauses, and it's pausing right now for us as we're in the winter solstice, is as deep in the earth as it will go. And it's as high in the sky as it will go. So it's very balanced in that way. And then this serpent of energy in the summer will start slowly making its way down to the earth and into the fall doorway. And for us here in the Northern Hemisphere, we're the deepest in the earth, this serpent of cosmic energy, and will start to rise. It's already started, actually, because we have already passed through the actual winter solstice. it'll rise slowly, and then we come up in the spring at the equinox, and then it goes like that. So it's this beautiful serpent of energy, cosmic energy that is entering and leaving the earth. So it's all very connected and very beautiful spiraling energy. And so, so as I was mentioning, the clearing of our energy field as we pass through these doorways is super important. So I am going to take you to a beautiful place. It's an ancient medicine wheel in the spirit realms of stones. I'm gonna drum gently. I'm gonna walk you in there, and we'll all meet there in a sacred circle by a fire in the center of this beautiful, huge medicine wheel. And then I'll go from there and we'll just proceed. So if you can just settle in, get comfortable, can sit or lie down and just close your eyes, I'll begin taking you into that beautiful wheel. So out before you, off in the distance or maybe close, you see an incredibly beautiful ancient medicine wheel. Huge circle of stones. And you're moving towards the south doorway. You can just feel it's the south. And you get closer and closer to that doorway, that opening. And when you get to that doorway, that opening, just intuit and feel, pause, until you feel an invitation to enter. And it's just the right time. So entering in humbly, respectfully. And you're going to see to the right on the ground beside you, 2 stones, one flat stone and one round stone. And you're going to pick those up and you're going to knock them together 3 times, and you're going to hear the echo emanating out in all directions, into the earth, into the sky, and across this wheel. We're alerting the spirits that we're here. And when you're done, place them gently back on the earth. And feeling the earth beneath you as you walk, you're going to see a beautiful fire out in the center of this wheel, and just make your way towards that fire. And being super present and aware of the quality of the air as you walk, feeling the earth under your feet. Maybe you can smell the smoke of that beautiful sacred fire. See the sparks spiraling up from it. And you're aware of others, all of us who have gathered, some walking near you, some may already be there. And when you get closer, you see a circle of white buffalo skins in a beautiful circle around the fire. You're just going to intuit where your place is in this circle. And taking your time. Feel it in your bones, feel it in your womb. Your place. And when you find it, just settle down, just sit down. Aware of everybody else, either sitting or arriving, and just take it all in. This beautiful place, this sacred fire. You can feel the heat of this fire on the whole front of your body. Aware of your inner heart fire being ignited by it. coming alive. Amber is fanned, you could say, enlivened. And once you're settled in, just again feeling your roots into the earth. And you're aware of your roots in a web with all the other people's roots. You're all interconnected. We are all interconnected. And you're aware of an ancient turtle beneath us, a huge ancient turtle beneath us, right in the center. And you can feel her medicine and her power. And as you tune into her, you can feel your whole nervous system and your whole being relaxing. Any impatience just going away, disappearing. As you sink into the medicine of Turtle, who teaches us about patience and timing, right timing from the earth. So keeping your eyes closed and just feeling the heat of the fire, aware of all of your other beautiful sisters here, and maybe some brothers. Maybe you'll feel and see spirits also joining us. We're going to do a cleansing. We're going to invite the elements to help us cleanse our whole energy field before we take a journey to the bird tribes. So starting in the south, wherever you're sitting, be aware, always being aware of what direction we're facing. You know that you came into this ancient wheel through the south door, so just feel where you are in relation to that. And so putting your attention to the south, we're going to call in the element water. And the element water may show up in all different forms for each one of us. We're just calling in the element water right now. Could be a mist, could be a river, a stream, a pond, however element water shows up. And we're going to invite the element water to do a cleansing of our whole energy field right here, right now. You may be asked to kind of leave the circle for a minute or stand up, just let it all happen. And we'll do that on 4 breaths. Just inviting the element water, just let her clear and cleanse you from the inside out. And the 3rd breath, letting everything go with this beautiful water. And 1 more, just going with it. And now putting your attention towards the west, the element earth. We're inviting earth to cleanse us, however that happens. Just allow it to happen. There may be a being that arrives beside you to help cleanse you and clear you, ground you. Just open to the magic of it all, the cleansing with the earth. For a few breaths here. You may be asked to be lying on a stone. And one more breath with earth. Just letting it all go. And now feeling your awareness to the north. And here we have the element air. And just breathe and open to however the element air shows up to cleanse and purify your energy field and your whole auric field. Just breathing in and allowing this process, this cleansing to happen with element air. And keep breathing, releasing, allowing, letting go, especially in your mind. Just let it go. Let it clear all of your thoughts, preconceived notions, anything that you're ready to clear the slate on as you move into this next season. And one more breath. And now bringing your awareness to the east. This is the place of the element fire, connecting with the sacred fire before you, feeling that heat, and then allowing the element fire to show up in whatever way it does in the east to cleanse and clear you. Maybe even a rattlesnake fire spirit will come and clear and cleanse you. All of you incredible creatives, rainbow warrioresses and warriors. Allowing the element fire to clear, purify, and ignite you. And breathing. Letting go, releasing. Letting the element fire just transform everything that you're ready to release. Okay. And then just bringing your awareness back to the sacred fire, feeling yourself present. Feel the difference in your energy field. And now I want you to bring your awareness. You're aware now where you're sitting in this circle. Okay, bringing your awareness to where the northwest door of sky is, between the west and the north. And also bringing your attention to the southeast door of earth, especially for those of you in the southern hemisphere. So feeling, everyone feeling that it's almost like a beautiful circle of energy going up into the sky, across in an arc to each of the doorways under the earth. So it's this beautiful circle of energy. And just being aware of that, feeling it. And thanking whatever that odd noise is that is happening here. Just letting that be part of this. And so today, I know at this time, not only is this a season, we're moving through this doorway, but it's also an incredible time, obviously, on the earth, in the world, in the collective, in the shifting of leadership, the breaking down of the old, the falling apart of the patriarchal systems, the coming together of women back into the center of the circle and all of that. The guides that have come today to be with all of us are the bird tribes, who are an incredible grouping of beings who some have been embodied, some are embodied, some are only in the spirit plane, but their work right now is to really help bring reconciliation, balance, all of the different ways that we can make peace within ourselves and in our families, in our relationships, make peace with even the people we don't agree with. So it's really, they really teach about mediation and about holding that space of being an incredible listener, taking in the whole, listening with our hearts, listening with our spirits, and just letting go of all our preconceived notions of what's right and what's wrong. And right now, it is so important that we all are really good listeners, that we can listen across the aisle, you might say, to people who we have absolutely no, say, political agreement with at all. Our job as light beings, as holders of the light, as lovers of the earth and the sacred and spirit, we are challenged even more to be able to understand each other, especially those who don't agree with us in policy or beliefs or anything like that. We are being so called, and this work that we're going to do today, this journey to the bird tribes, they're going to be sharing with us a talking stick of light. And you'll get to experience this sensation and the feeling and the energy of this talking stick of light. And sometimes it's even called the non-talking stick of light, because a lot of our listening, that deepest listening, comes from the silence in between the words and thoughts. When we can listen to others from that space, it is incredibly powerful. We're beyond personality, we're beyond duality, we're beyond all of that. So the bird tribes and these incredible peacekeeper circle of light beings and peacekeepers that we're going to journey to today will be helping us deepen even more into being incredible listeners and taking in the whole. And we'll be, as we're being with them and feeling their teachings, just noticing what they teach also is noticing with the talking stick. If you've ever used one before, when you pass a talking stick, all of the attention is to deep listening to the person who has the stick only. And often when people first get in a circle with a talking stick, like you will be today in this journey, it's like we're not really listening. We're thinking about what we're going to say next. We're thinking, we're doing some imagining about, I don't know, judging or whatever. We're still within ourselves. We're still self-absorbed. And so this work with the talking stick of light is breaking through all of that. How do we become 100% listening and open and experiencing the other, all of us at once, that one person? And just noticing when we become impatient, when you're gathering with family members over the holidays and all of that, this will be a really powerful teaching for you in terms of listening from that place, that deeper place, beyond all of the other stuff, beyond codependency, beyond the family stories and all of that. Beyond being right or wrong. I mean, a lot of times we want to be right or wrong because it makes us feel powerful, but it's actually false power. And so these bird tribes and these peacekeepers teach us about beyond that sense of false power. So let's take this journey. So what I'm going to do this time, I am going to tell you, just as you're sitting there, just listen to this, tell you what we'll be doing, and I won't be talking you through the journey because I don't want to distract you. I want you to have your own full experience. Everybody's experience in the spirit realms is very different. What the bird tribes are bringing to one person might be different for another. So I'm going to be quiet in that time, just drumming. So what will happen is I will begin with 4 groups of 7 like this. And that's always just beginning, knowing that we're about to go on a journey. It's also alerting the spirits. And you might already feel, since we're going to be traveling with the bird tribes, you might already feel the winged beings around. They've been around our circle. You might feel them coming in even closer right now, even as I'm talking. So the 4 groups of 7 will be the beginning, and then there'll be a rapid drumbeat like this. And that's when you're going to be taken or follow, or just know that you're going, and we're all going, whether you're in the southern or northern hemisphere, we're all going to go to the northwest doorway, to the door of sky, to meet up with these beings. So the bird tribes, whoever might come, you might feel crow beings around you. They're very much about being the mediators and the peacekeepers. So then you might feel a lot of crow energy in the winged ones. So that rapid drumbeat, you're going to be taken up into the upper worlds, up into the sky. And you will be taken to, or you may find, if you don't see the birds, just go in your spirit. We're going to be going to the circle of light beings, the circle of the bird tribe peacekeepers. So you will be going up into the upper worlds, finding your place in that circle, intuiting again, and they may be standing, they may be sitting. Either way, however it happens is perfect. So when you get there, there's going to be the steady drumbeat after you go up into the upper worlds. The steady drumbeat is the experience of being with them, feeling. You'll see one crow grandmother there with the talking stick of light. You'll feel the energy of that. And then it's going to get passed around, and you just take in the energy of all of these beings. They may be transmitting messages to you about how to be a better listener, how to be a better mediator, a better peacekeeper, how to help balance our condition. And so this talking stick of light will be passed around clockwise. And when it comes to you, just feel the energy of it and just sense into it. And they may say something to you when you have that turn, and when you feel done and ready, just pass it to the person on your left or the being on your left, and it will go all the way around. And just take in the lessons and the wisdom. And then when the rapid drumbeat starts again, you'll say goodbye humbly, and then you'll make your way, retrace your flying with the birds back down from the upper worlds back to our fire circle, and I'll meet you there. So here we go. Enjoy the bird tribes. so presumably you're back at the fire circle, and just take a minute or two just to take a few notes. And this is always a practice of being grounded, being in the other realms, and also able to open your eyes and take notes. So there is no separation. The really good practice to stay in that sacred space in the other realms with spirit and open your eyes and write, and then close your eyes when you're done. So we'll just take about a minute and a half here, watching the clock. Just catch the important things, and you can write more later. Okay, and just kind of wrap that up. Okay, so closing your eyes again, I'm just going to say a prayer of gratitude and closing for this part of our time by the sacred fire, and then I'm going to walk you back out of the medicine wheel, and then Amber and I will meet you out there. So, with the voice of my drum, I say a prayer from all of us, especially to the winged ones, to the bird tribes, to the peacekeepers, to the beautiful ones who have let us have the sacred opportunity to hold and feel the talking stick of light, helping us learn about mediation, about good listening, as a means of healing our families, ourselves, our partnerships, our communities, this beautiful earth. To the sun and the moon and the stars, to Great Spirit, to the Pleiades, to beautiful Mother Earth, to the directions, to all of the elements who cleansed and cleared us today, and to all of the ancestors. Thank you so much for this opportunity to be in virtual sacred circle together. With the voice of my drum, I send these prayers. Oh. And so now I'm just gonna get us out of the circle. So just making your way from the sacred fire, across the medicine wheel, out the south door. And back to your places. And when you go out the south door and you're back, you can just open your eyes and Amber and I will meet you. Okay. Hi.
Oh, that was so amazing, Susan. I'm like, I'm one with the birds. I cannot wait to see everybody's journey. So ladies in the Facebook group, I would love for you to share, if you feel called, what came to you during your journey. Share some of your journey, either by visuals or, some of what came up for you. Here's my it's note taking. I have to still do my bird stuff, but these are some of the notes that I was taking. I have my tree and my rooted in presence and releasing, and that was so powerful. Thank you, Susan. That was
welcome.
I'm like, thank you. And thank you for leading us back out of the circle. Like, I've gone on journeys where it's like, we're coming back and it's like, I'm not entirely totally back. Right. And so thank you for leading us back to this place. Yeah.
It always takes, yeah, that 45 minutes or whatever it is goes really fast. I'm like, okay, here we go. But
right.
the thing is, people can go back and listen to this and take the journey again. And time is an illusion, so a lot can happen, as you probably noticed, in a short journey.
A lot can happen. Absolutely. So, Susan, I know that you have something for the ladies too. If they want to continue this journey, first of all, thank you for opening the doorway, for helping us connect into the energy of this time right now, of being able to listen to what we want to listen to. But I also know that you have other offerings for people to be able to continue that, tuning in. Yeah. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah. The free gifts that I'm offering everybody, and you've provided a link and all of that. I have 3 free gifts, and the first one is a shamanic journey with butterfly. So I'm drumming and I'm guiding you on this shamanic journey. And the butterfly is all about transformation. We get to see the different phases that we might be in relation to the butterfly's progression, right? From the chrysalis to the wide open wings. And then the next one is the red-tailed hawk journey. The hawk is about the messenger of spirit, and the red tail really represents the heart and messages around breaking through and trusting and committing, and really, really committing to our spirits, committing to cracking open in our hearts, our vulnerability. So that's a beautiful journey. Same thing, I'm drumming like I did here. And then I have a rainbow light healing meditation, which will help cleanse. It's like a color bath, cleansing your energy field with the different high frequency colors of light of the rainbow. So those are my free gifts, and you can go in there. All 3 of them are on a beautiful page that my daughter has created, where you can go in and they're all right there, easily accessed. And then, yeah, once you go in there and get on my list, you'll hear about everything else. But I do private year-long programs, one-on-one. I work with people, and we journey in all of our sessions. I drum for them. We journey. And specifically, I can custom, we're just specifically working one-on-one, what's up for them in their lives. You get to meet all the different spirit animals and guides and work with the medicine wheel one-on-one. And then I have a group program, which is launching in March. And that's a really beautiful program where we go around the entire medicine wheel for years. So 3 months in each direction. And you just got a taste of it. And so that will also be coming up. I have my Inner Warrior Summit, my 4th annual, is coming up in February. And then I'm really excited. I'm doing my first live retreat in April in Costa Rica. And so there I'm going to be gathering with people in bodies. And we get to connect with the earth, the jungle, the ocean is right there, and this beautiful place, Nosara. And so I'm really excited about that. And I'm giving an early bird special to anyone who signs up. It's the last week of December and the first couple of weeks of January, which is when this will be going through January 15th. So any of you who are listening, if you're feeling moved to want to go into this beautiful, beautiful place by the ocean, in this palapa roof place where we get to journey and connect with, do the medicine wheel work, go down on the beach by the fire, work with the ocean, learn how to do the portal, learn a lot of shamanic journey work, and I'll teach a lot of tools in that. It's going to be really powerful with probably a beautiful trip to where the turtles come up on the beach and lay their eggs. It's an amazing place. So I'm offering that, and it's an early bird special, which is 50% off. And so if any of you, when you get the free gift, if you want to just reply to that email and say, yes, I'm interested, because there's only limited space, do that right away. So get your free gifts and then make sure that you communicate with me, and I will honor that 50% off early bird special, which is a huge give. And so that's pretty much it. I have a few other programs, but we don't need to get into all of that right now. But thank you so much. How wonderful to be here.
Thank you. So ladies, the link is right below to get your the link for the free gift. So you can go ahead and go over, once you're part of Susan's community, then yeah, you're going to get all sorts of juicy things to continue the process if you're interested in doing that. And yeah, so thank you so much, Susan. This has been a beautiful, beautiful journey.
Oh, you're welcome. It's been lovely. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Nice to be with you.
All right, ladies. So we'll be seeing you next time. Sending you much, much love and have a good one. Bye now.